Welcome to the show. Today we're unpacking a big idea. What if your org chart is also your discipleship map? This episode kicks off our Kingdom Impact Summit series, 3 weeks to go. We'll explore why the marketplace is one of God's primary fields for disciple making and how to architect business models that shape people, not just profit. If you're ready to move beyond charity toward everyday discipleship at work, you're in the right place.
Where business becomes discipleship, the new operating system. What if your org chart is also your discipleship map? What if every role on your team, every manager one-on-one, every project kickoff and postmortem, every customer touchpoint became intentional moments of spiritual formation? For most leaders, Monday through Saturday is where faith gets tested, and too often siloed. But what if the place where you hire, train, sell, serve, and scale could be the primary field where discipleship actually happens? Not just a nice add-on, but the operating system. Today, we're launching a 3-part series to get you ready for the Kingdom Impact Summit. And in this episode, we're going to rewire your approach to business from profit first with faith on the side to discipleship first as the system. If you've ever felt the gap between what you believe on Sunday and how you lead on Monday, this one's for you. Let's get practical. Let's get biblical, and let's get to work. For decades, many of us were taught a faithful pattern that goes something like this: work hard, make money, give generously, support ministry. That's good, but we're discovering it's incomplete. When generosity is only a downstream activity, an output we do after the real work is done, we unintentionally maintain a split: faith here, business there. Sunday disciples us, and Monday slowly unravels it. What if our businesses are not just vehicles to fund ministry, but our ministry? What if our P&L tells a discipleship story? What if our dashboards tracked spiritual fruit alongside revenue, margin, and cash? Charity versus discipleship through business. Charity often answers an immediate need. Praise God for that. We must keep giving, keep serving, keep responding to crisis and scarcity. But charity alone can also create dependency if it's not paired with formation, responsibility, and vision. We've all seen it: the quick fix that feels good but doesn't transform the underlying story. Discipleship through business asks a different question. How do we architect the everyday workflow to form people, customers, teams, and suppliers into the likeness of Christ? In hiring, it looks like apprenticing character, not just skills. In training, it looks like coaching for prayerful decision-making, not just productivity. In culture, it looks like confession, celebration, and Sabbath rhythms that teach grace and truth. In operations, it looks like incentives that reward service, stewardship, and wisdom, not only speed and scale. In the market, it looks like products and services that truly serve human flourishing, solving real problems with integrity, honor, and excellence. Discipleship through business is not a sentimental label we slap on a company. It's design, it's structure, it's measurement, calling, build, fruit. Let's frame the journey we'll return to throughout this series. 1, calling. What did God put in your hands? What problem did He burden your heart to solve? Who are the people you're sent to serve? Customers, team, city? Calling clarifies the why behind your business. Without it, discipleship will always be a side project. 2, build. Strategy, culture, governance, incentives, and systems. This is where discipleship moves from aspiration to architecture. We're not just hoping formation happens, we're designing for it. 3, fruit. Spiritual fruit, formation, unity, integrity, generosity, prayerful wisdom. Social fruit, jobs, dignity, family stability, community trust. Economic fruit, profit that fuels stewardship and mission. Kingdom fruit connects all 3, spiritual plus social plus financial. Kingdom ROI, spiritual plus social plus financial. Classic ROI talks about returns on capital. Kingdom ROI accounts for returns on character and returns on community as well. Spiritual ROI, are people growing in Christ-likeness? Are there stories of forgiveness, repentance, reconciliation, and courage? Social ROI, are families stabilizing? Are communities healing? Are opportunities expanding for those without access? Financial ROI, are we profitable and resilient? Are we stewarding surplus to bless others and reinvest wisely? A kingdom balance scoreboard doesn't reject profit. It redeems profit's purpose, a resource to serve people, grow influence responsibly, and multiply disciples. This is the shift from give to fix to build to form, from ministry is elsewhere to work is worship, from faith on Sunday to discipleship all week. Now, let's see this in the field. Meet Aziza, Central Asia Flowers Coffee, 5 branches and missionaries. Meet Aziza from Central Asia. As a girl, Jesus met her, and as a young woman, she wrestled with a holy tension. How do I serve God with my whole life, not only on Sunday? Her pastors taught her to be financially sustainable so she could respond to God's call anytime: missions, church service. She tried several small ventures, teaching English, a dance studio, fruit crisps. Then she stumbled into something beautiful and simple: flowers and coffee. She started selling from home, small bouquets, simple cups. She noticed something. People were hungry for connection, dignity, and beauty. On International Women's Day, her first big push, she sold 100 bouquets. The next year, she sold 500. That's not just revenue. That's proof of resonance. Her business was meeting a real, God-given desire for beauty, honor, and celebration. But here's where the story becomes kingdom architecture, not just entrepreneurial hustle. Aziza connected with a training team who brought biblical foundations for business and coaching on governance and operations. She sharpened her model, clarified roles, routed revenue correctly, and began building systems that would support people. She didn't just add more locations, she multiplied mission. She opened 5 branches across Central Asia and intentionally staffed them with young missionaries who needed dignified work to sustain ministry. Her shops became places of discipline and grace, learning to serve with excellence, to pray for customers, to disciple coworkers, to steward resources. This is work as worship in real time, hiring as discipleship, each role apprenticed character. Training as discipleship, daily rhythms of prayer, service, and feedback. Product as discipleship, flowers and coffee, tangible hospitality that restores dignity and sparks gospel conversations. Scale as discipleship. New branches are not just sales channels, they are formation centers. Aziz's impact isn't merely, I grew revenue. It's, I grew people. Missionaries now fund their ministry sustainably. Cities receive beauty and care. Customers encounter integrity and kindness. And the gospel advances through ordinary work. This is Kingdom ROI, spiritual plus social plus financial. Meet our Africa partnerships, business training to church growth. In parts of Africa, we're seeing the same arc, calling to build to fruit. Pastors and entrepreneurs convene for biblical business training. They design businesses with a clear discipleship plan. They launch ventures, logistics companies, retail shops, agriculture, each built with a culture of prayer, confession, generosity, and responsibility. Here's what's happening. 1, jobs create stability. Families experience dignified work and predictable income. 2, churches grow, not only in attendance, but in depth, because members are practicing faith at work, forgiveness after conflict, integrity in procurement, generosity with surplus, service as a posture. 3, missionaries are sustained not just by donation cycles, but by enterprise. 4, communities change, less predation, more collaboration, less exploitation, more apprenticeship. When business becomes discipleship, your supply chain becomes a discipleship chain. Your customer journey becomes a spiritual journey. Your leadership meetings become formation laboratories. This is not a booster rocket to traditional ministry. It is ministry. It's Monday through Saturday mission, designed and measurable. 1, architecting disciple-making business models. Start by mapping where spiritual formation can naturally occur along your value chain, design and product. Ask, how does what we sell serve human flourishing? Does our product honor truth, beauty, justice, and stewardship? Do we solve problems without creating dependency? Marketing and sales, are we telling the truth? Are our promises honest? Are we respecting attention and privacy? Are we seeking transformation, not manipulation? Customer success. Are we serving beyond the transaction? Do we equip customers to use our product for good? Can we incorporate prayer, mentoring, or values-based education where appropriate? Supply chain. Are we honoring suppliers? Paying on time? Creating win-wins? Practicing transparency? Finance and profit. Are margins stewarded with wisdom? Do we set aside a portion of profit for community investment, apprenticeships, benevolence, or church partnerships? Governance. Who has authority? How are decisions made? How do we ensure accountability and integrity at the top? 2. Culture, hiring, training, coaching as discipleship systems. Culture is what you consistently do. If you want discipleship, put it on the calendar and the scorecard. Culture rhythms, daily or weekly. Morning stand-ups that open with gratitude, micro-devotional 60 to 90 seconds from rotating team members, a moment to celebrate acts of service spotted that week. Monthly, half-day formation Friday, a practical workshop on forgiveness and conflict, truth-telling in sales, rest and work, stewardship and surplus. Quarterly, community serve day or marketplace forum with a local pastor/mentor sharing on faith at work and Q&A. Annually, Sabbath week where the company shuts down or slows to restore rest, creativity, and relationships. 3. Kingdom metrics to track beyond revenue. What you measure improves. So measure what matters to the kingdom. Suggested dashboard additions. Spiritual formation signals, team pulse on trust, and unity simple 1 to 10 survey. Participation in voluntary prayer or formation spaces. Testimonies captured each quarter written or video. Conflict resolution cycle time. How quickly we seek reconciliation. Social impact signals. Jobs created or sustained, especially for vulnerable populations. Apprenticeship/internship slots filled. Supplier on-time payments, supplier satisfaction, community service hours tied to business strengths, stewardship and financial health, profitability and cash reserves, wisdom in surplus, giving apprenticeship, community investment as a % of profit, ethical compliance metrics, audits, transparency checks, mission multiplication, new locations/partnerships that embed the same culture, church, marketplace collaboration projects launched, leaders developed and commissioned. Put one of these on your weekly leadership meeting agenda. Review 3 monthly. Share stories quarterly. When you report wins to your board or team, include kingdom metrics alongside revenue and margin. If this episode stirred something in you, if you're ready to move beyond charity, beyond faith on Sunday, business on Monday, I want to personally invite you to the Kingdom Impact Summit, November 4th to 6th. The theme is simple and powerful, where business becomes discipleship. It's free, virtual, and global, so you and your team can join from anywhere. Across 35 plus sessions, you'll learn from CEOs, investors, pastors, and legacy leaders who are already building businesses that multiply disciples with real frameworks, not fluff, field stories, not theory. Your free registration includes the Kingdom Impact Playbook, a simple guide to capture notes, assess your company, and implement the right next steps. Use it during the sessions and with your team afterward to translate inspiration into action. So here's your move. Block the dates, November 4th to 6th. Register free right now at ibam.org/summit. Invite your leadership team, your pastor, and at least one young leader you're mentoring. Print the playbook or open the digital version and choose 3 sessions to attend live, 3 to watch on replay. Plan a 1-hour post-summit debrief with your team to commit to next steps. If you believe Monday through Saturday can be ministry, you belong in this movement. Let's design businesses that form people, serve cities, and advance the gospel for the long haul. Register free at ibam.org/summit. I'll see you there.
If this stirred something in you, don't miss the Kingdom Impact Summit, November 4th to 6th. 100% virtual plus global. Theme: where business becomes discipleship. Registration is free and includes the Kingdom Impact Playbook. Save your seat now at ibam.org/summit. And share this episode with a leader who wants Monday through Saturday to become ministry.